Yo, what up, Shabo Melvin? So we will be reviewing this wearable neck speaker. Um, the original item or wearable speaker is called the JBL Soundgear, but I found this on an online shop and it is called just Soundgear. So I know this is a knockoff, a Chinese wearable neck speaker. So it's not branded, but I'm gonna tell you why I still would recommend this and why not. So you will know if you will be buying one of this Chinese or China made wearable speaker and stuff like that, which is a knockoff. So it's not the authentic one. So let me get into it. So I bought it for a 30 RM. That's a Malaysian ringgit, and that would be like seven or less than $10, 10 US dollars. And in the Philippines, that would be like 300 plus pesos for this wearable neck speaker. Now, um, what I can tell you is that I recommend it, but it really depends on how you will be using it. So let me describe it first. So the feel that you will be putting this on your neck is fine, I think, because there are times that I forget it that it's on my neck. So that's a good thing, right? But when you are lying down and with a pillow on your neck, you will feel it because it will push onto your neck, and it's kind of annoying sometimes, but it's fine. Sometimes I remove it, put it on my head and stuff like that. So from my experience, I feel or hear sounds from this side, and there are no sounds at the back side. So it's just here. Now, the quickest description that I can tell you is that it's like a cheap Bluetooth speaker that you hang into your neck, both side. That would be it. I'm talking about speakers that doesn't have bass thing, like a bass or a subwoofer thing, speaker. So it's more on treble. No, actually there is super little bass on this one, so you cannot rely on this if you are a sound file or something like that. Okay, later on I'll let you listen to how the sounds are. I mean, how the sound comes out of this speaker, and the case-to-case basis wherein you will be using this. I've tried original or branded neck wears or wearable neck speakers from Sony. They have two that I tried. One is the one which is as thin as this, and that is more on conference calls and stuff like that. So you will be using that more on talking to someone or something. So that is the function of that one. That one, even if it's Sony, the sound quality is not gonna be useful for music. I'm telling you. Now there is another one, wearable neck speaker from Sony, and that is more on entertainment. There is really bass coming out of the speaker. So from those two, you have to select on the usage. But I'm gonna tell you how this will still be usable for you, even if it's a knockoff or even if it's not a branded one. Now, um, so we've talked about the feel and all that kind of stuff. So I'll let you hear the sound first. Uh, if you try to use a bass boosted music, it's not gonna work well with that one. So you have to use the regular music that you can find on your library. So let's find a music here and let us play that music so you can hear it. Okay, so I'm gonna decrease the volume first and then put it on high gear. So this is like 50% volume. Listen to it. See that one? That's just trouble. So that's how loud it is. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the full volume and listen to it. That's full volume. There you go. Now, it's not really bad. It's not really bad. You can feel the bass is like suppressed, but it works. It works. I'm not kidding. I think it's okay. Now, why would I still recommend this? So first, when you use this for calling, it's it does the job. So you are talking to someone and they can hear you properly and stuff like that. And then you can talk to someone and not be heard using. I mean, you are not gonna be putting in like headphones or an earphone stuff like that. What I'm saying is that your ears are gonna be free of those gadgets and stuff. It's gonna be just this speaker. So that means you can still uh, talk to someone. It's like a hands-free speaker on a car, something like that. I mean, hands-free speaker wherein you can hear the sounds from, I mean, below your neck, I mean, below your ears, and it's kind of fine. And another usage for this is watching videos. I'm not kidding. It's like having two speakers on your neck, and then they're like facing. I mean, they're uh, facing the roof and stuff like that. I mean, you can hear it blast over there, and it's fine. I mean, when I'm watching it, I mean, if I'm watching like a horror movie and stuff like that, I'm gonna be like, surprised and stuff like that, like jump scare and stuff like that. I get scared because of the sounds and stuff like that. It's not just like an earphone that you put in or a headphone. You have this open, and again, when you have that, you can share the sound to the people around you. It's not going to be that loud because it is pointed towards your ears. But another thing is that you can still talk even if you're watching the thing that you're watching. So that is another thing that I recommend this for. Another thing is music. From my experience, I use this. It's like having a personal music wherever you go, and you can still talk to people, talk to someone, talk to the waiter, talk to the cashier person and stuff like that. So you can still hear yourself, hear them, and you can still hear the music. So it's like having an elevator music on your neck or a mall music, the music on the mall and stuff like that. Those music are not focused on having good quality and stuff, but you can hear it and then minimal sound stuff like that. But if you want to blast it off, you can get this sound, right? It could be loud. It could be loud. See that one? You can hear it from the right side, hear it from the left side. So that is what I recommend it for. If you really are an audiophile, you're not gonna buy this. Buy the more expensive ones. But if you are planning to buy this from Shopee or Lazada or Amazon or Alibaba, this Soundgear wearable neck speaker, which is a knockoff of the JBL Soundgear wearable neck speaker, I still would recommend it. I mean, I have been using this ever since I bought this one. I stopped using my headphones because most of the time I'm with someone, and it's like me like putting in a headphone, and you're with someone, and you're like disrespecting them and all that stuff. Unlike this, you can put it on a comfortable volume, and then you can still talk with the person that is with you, and you can still listen to what you would like to listen to, like podcast or music and other stuff like that. So this is still recommended because it's cheap and it does the job well, I think. Not just, I mean, Don't compare it to headphones or earphones with the bass thing. Uh, it's on a different level. It's like having your own space for the music. So it says here that it lasts like 5 hours, long battery life. I've tested that. I think that's true for the 5 hours. Even if you're not playing it, it's gonna go on low battery. And then one of the product information that they put in is personal sound zone, because you have the sound over this part. I'm telling you, it's like putting a speaker which is not boosted, or that doesn't have the bass thing. It's gonna be on this part of your neck, and then but for this one, it's wearable. I forget it. I mean, almost all the time I forget that I have it on my neck. And yeah, based on the product ratings that we have here, it's all fives. Because I think these people are not complaining about the sound of the wearable neck speaker. And aside from that, so we have a built-in microphone in this one so that you can talk to other people, calls and stuff like that. And then it has an FM radio card, a micro SD card that you can plug in, and then a USB port for charging, and an auxiliary input for I don't know where where you will be using that. Most of the time you will be using Bluetooth for this one. So I think that's it. I would recommend you buying this. It's cheap and it does the job well. I mean, it does the job that it is supposed to do. So I recommend this product. So that's it. It's your boy Melvin, and I'm out.